이번엔 나라밖 소식입니다. 수단에서 분리독립한 남수단은 신생국가의 기틀을 갖추기 전에 내전으로 인한 극심한 고통에 쌓였습니다. 고통받는 남수단 사람들에게 복음을 전하며 그리스도의 사랑으로 그 땅이 변화되길 기도하는 한 가정이 있습니다. 남수단에서 전해온 소식입니다.
William Levy was 18 years old when radical Muslim soldiers confronted him about his faith.
I was asked to relinquish my Christianity and become a Muslim, take guns and fight and come and ravage villages like this. I say, no way. Muhammad did not die for me, Jesus did.
He was thrown in prison and tortured, yet never lost hope.
Because I knew God was with me.
Just as refugees flee the Middle East today, Levy too left his homeland in 1985, finding asylum and a new life in America. But his escape from the clutches of jihad was only the beginning of an odyssey that eventually brought him, his American wife and children back to his war-torn nation.
On our wedding day, she read a script. She said, your people will be my people. Where you go, I will go. And where you die, I'll die.
Oh. I think I'm going to lose weight on this trip, for sure.
We're very, very grateful to the Lord for enabling us to build a home here, to have a permanent presence here.
If Papa gets out of this, we're gonna all die.
It is definitely on the edge of a jungle. We feel like we're always pushing back the jungle.
With his 6 children in hand,
Even right now, like we're in the middle of a war.
6,500 miles from America,
This place is a fertile and developing nation that has only been around for 5 years.
the Levy's home away from home is a parcel of land in a remote village of South Sudan.
Why do you come here?
I come here to help my parents.
Okay. And why do your parents come here?
Because they come here to help people that are sick.
In between homeschooling and raising their children, the Levys run Operation Nehemiah, a Christian organization helping South Sudan rebuild from the ashes of war.
We believe that Christ is worthy of the worship of South Sudan.
One of the first things they did when they moved here was to start a church.
Mind you, there wasn't a soul in at least a 5-10 mile radius. In fact, this entire area was literally the bush. But all these years later, more than 10,000 folks have moved into the community, many of them hearing the gospel for the very first time.
Levy's eldest brother pastors the church.
Before the congregation was established, there was a lot of hatred and fighting between ethnic tribes. People didn't know about God or the importance of forgiving one another.
Operation Nehemiah also runs a brick-making factory, agricultural development initiatives, and other numerous projects, all in an effort to rebuild the local economy and empower war-weary residents.
And as the Bible says, if you don't work, you can eat. So people are beginning to create sustainable living for themselves.
Levy's goal, rebuild South Sudan, one family and one village at a time. But he needed fellow countrymen who escaped the war like he did many years ago to come back and help. Timothy and his family were among the scores who responded. After years of living in exile, he returned. He leads a team of 20 men who build homes in the village. But more than work, he wants these men to have a personal encounter with Christ.
The freedom the people of the Republic of South Sudan have, it is a worldly freedom. And the freedom right now we need is a spiritual freedom, the freedom that comes from Christ.
Operation Nehemiah provides clean water to tens of thousands of villagers. They also run a medical clinic. And in 2003, they started the first ever radio station in the area, reaching listeners with Christian music and messages of reconciliation.
To give you a sense of the magnitude of challenges facing the Levy family, you just have to take a ride down this road. Actually, it's not even a road, it's a dirt pathway. 5 miles back in that direction is the headquarters of Operation Nehemiah. In this direction is the levee house. They have literally built their home in the middle of the bush.
And getting there involves a bone-jarring ride to a small house at the foot of a mountain range. In between school, chores, Bible studies, and church activities, the levees also cultivate 200 acres of land, growing all kinds of fruits and vegetables. They view the farm as a prototype that will provide families a long-term solution to the country's food insecurities.
South Sudan is not a lost cause. There is great opportunity here for the gospel to go forward and influence culture.
And then that will translate into a strong church. When we have a strong church, and then the community around will be strong, and that translates into a strong country.